it seems like that's like a permanent thing when that happens. And then he's like, fucking wipe this rag on it. Boom! It's a brand new light and it's perfect. It's like, no, it's not. There's no way. And dude, I've been seeing these since I was like, could watch TV. All right. Episode 53. Bob in Detroit, Mike in Chicago, Jack down the road. We're riffing today. We had some minor. When don't we have a minor technical difficulty? We were using the laptop camera for a second when we need to be using the webcam. Much better quality.
Yep.
But we're here, episode 53, and we're just kind of riffing today. I think everybody's kind of maybe has some stuff that they want to say or talk about today. There's a couple of interesting topics out there. Might do some sports at the end. I definitely have something that I heard on the radio today that has to do with championship weekend being moved to a neutral site, which is kind of nuts in the NFL. So I'll ask you guys about that at the end. But the other day, and I had to write this down. I had to ask you guys about it. The other day, I was watching TV and I saw a commercial for something that I've seen a commercial for a million times in my life.
BK. I'm sorry.
It's not. And it's not a Whopper.
Okay, good. If you would have brought up Burger King, I would have smacked you.
The budget that those assholes must have for that commercial is insane.
Gotta be insane.
It's the only commercial on, especially, dude, those during playoff games, they are paying a mint price to be in game.
Yes, it's insane. That was the biggest the craziest part. It was like every single commercial during these games, it's a fucking Burger King. It's insane. But anyways, what did you see on TV, which is probably way more intriguing?
So I saw an infomercial, and it's for that shit that like makes your lights on your car not foggy anymore. And I don't understand the technology behind it. Because isn't the fog on the inside? It's on the outside?
I think it's just I think it's the plastic that gets fucked up.
Yeah, so how do you... It seems like that's like a permanent thing when that happens. And then he's like, fucking wipe this rag on it. Boom! It's a brand new light and it's perfect. It's like, no, it's not. There's no way. And dude, I've been seeing these since I was like, could watch TV.
Yeah. Dude, I heard you can use like, you can cut a lemon in half or some shit.
Yeah.
And then put baking soda on it and then scrub that. But it's not on the inside because those are like sealed. There's open bulbs and shit in there. So if any moisture was in there, you'd be fricked in the A.
You know what's you know what's weird is that the lemon and baking soda treatment sounds more logical to me than whatever these people are doing.
What are they doing? I don't understand what's in the commercial.
It's literally they like just fucking wipe it.
Yeah, it's like a ShamWow for your car, and it wipes everything crystal clear, and it's like made for lights and windows and shit. It's insane. I mean, I've seen those. Yeah.
So they wipe it, and then what?
It's wax on, wax off.
And then it's clear, dude. Then your lights can see. Yeah, and then you're fucking beaming.
No way.
Yes, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is why this is like everybody just watches these infomercials and they're like, that's not even that cool. That's amazing. That's black like magic.
What's the car cleaner? Is it Armor All or what is it called?
Yeah, it's Armor All. Yep.
It's pretty much like Armor All on fucking steroids, pretty much. And it just is like, all right, wash your whole fucking car.
Wait, isn't Armor All the baking soda?
That's Arm & Hammer.
Oh, Chutes and Ladders. I was close though.
Yeah.
A family of Armor All.
Yeah. What's the other car one called with the turtle? Turtle Wax?
Yeah, that's Turtle Wax.
Just making sure we all got our brand straight. All right.
You're on top of it.
Oh, shit.
But that just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's
I don't get how it works.
Honestly, I feel like it's like the Flex Seal. It's like any infomercial on the planet where you're like,
shout out Billy Mays.
Bet you this works, but does it really work that well? Like, I feel like that shit works maybe one time, and then you're like, I don't know. They get the dirtiest lights possible, and they swipe it one time, and now it's brand new. So it's like, I don't even think they come factory that clean, dude.
Dude. Well, you brought up the Flex Seal guy. Talk about a marketing budget that those people had. Did
Oh
you
my
see their
god,
latest
dude.
commercial?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's literally a room. They built a house. They built like just a house with no roof on it. They put it in the middle of this room and they flooded the entire room. And they just Flex Sealed all like the cracks in the windows and everything. They're like, look, there's no fucking water getting in your house. It's like, really? We're gonna Flex Seal everything on the outside of the house? The second like we know a flood's coming, we get out the Flex Seal? No shot.
Dude, honestly, one of the most epic photos in the history of the internet is when dude just smacks the Flex Seal onto the big fucking thing. And like they obviously made that into a meme like for everything. Like, oh, you need something to help you out. Boom. Like
any problem
whatever.
you have, it's the Flex Seal, and then it's whatever the solution is.
Yeah. And it's like honestly, like the funniest part is like when they slap it on, like the water is hitting that adhesive, right? Like,
right.
It's like I just don't believe it. Like I believe Flex Seal is strong as fuck, but like, come on, man.
There's
like,
no way. Yeah, running
when
water.
Dude, when they made the boat, remember when they made the boat out of it?
Boat's incredible. Yep, they made the boat. They made the boat out of screen doors, and then
and then they Flex Sealed over it. Yeah. Look, no leaks. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I bet you fucking Tom Hanks and Castaway would have loved some fucking Flex Seal. Let's get real.
It's sponsored by Castaway. Yeah, Flex Seal boat.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you guys remember this, Jazz, but when the OxyClean guy died, I feel like that was a pretty monumental portion of my childhood. When he passed away, I was like, wow, people do die. I wasn't sure.
It was a big hit to the country, I would say. Big hit to the country.
Yeah. Isn't that hilarious, though? Just like some random infomercial dude that we all secretly loved.
Once again, Jack talking about people dying and it being funny. Isn't that hilarious? First it's the Hiroshima guy. Now it's Billy Mays. Come on, dude. Who are you going to disrespect next?
He's right again, though. He's 2 for 2, and it is funny.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he was the man, dude. Every time I think of him, I just think of Chipotle Way. The South Park episode.
Oh, yeah. He's fucking nuts in that episode. They do him dirty in that episode.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Didn't he die on a plane?
No, he died in
Jack,
his sleep.
You should look that up.
It was like a painless death in his sleep, I remember. Like he woke up.
He must have been sick.
Well, he didn't wake up. Somebody else woke up, like went over there or some shit and found him.
How you gonna go to sleep alive and wake up dead?
But him dude. He didn't like go to sleep on like a Delta 747 though or anything like that. I'm just making sure.
He might have
for some reason there's a plane involved and I don't know why.
He might have been. I think that would have been. I don't know.
I feel like everyone would know that. Like I feel like this wouldn't be a question mark if that was the case. I feel like we would be.
I'm one of the worst people on the planet bringing things up that I think happened and then it definitely didn't happen. That's the part. Yeah, that's my favorite part about Jack being our producer.
What
is that? We kind of like have these conversations, and like anybody else would look it up, but it's almost funnier when we don't look it up.
Oh yeah.
I think
he definitely died of hypertensive heart disease in his sleep in Tampa, Florida.
You're an asshole.
I'm sorry. I had to make sure. I couldn't dog our boy Billy like that though, man. Do you guys remember the Slap Chop guy?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the Slap Chop guy, when they made the remix to the Slap Chop fucking commercial, I almost died, bro.
Dude, I have a Slap Chop, or I had a Slap Chop.
Really?
Dude,
it seems like a pretty good product, honestly.
Well, you know what happened is I don't think that they had their I's dotted and their T's crossed, and Pampered Chef fucking swiped that technology right out from under them. That's what I had. I had the Pampered Chef version of the Slap Chop. So either they made a sick deal with Pampered Chef
and sold the patent.
Yeah, or they got.
How do you even patent that though? It's a blade that cuts onions. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's technology, dude. They probably patent like the slap part of it. Like you can patent anything.
Yeah.
They talk about it on Shark Tank all the time.
They're like, no, this is not a slap chop. This one you just push down slowly. There's no.
This is a push chop. Yeah. This is the karate chop, dude.
No need to call your lawyers. This is a push chop.
This is the push chop. Settle down. Settle down.
Dude, infomercials were elite. And then they started selling like as seen on TV shit at Walmart, and it just made it less good. And you're like, damn. Like I didn't want to know.
You don't want to be tangible.
They don't work.
Like
exactly.
You don't want it to be, you want it that mystery. That's the best part about it.
I'm not trying to see the fucking the copper head sleeve that Brett Favre wears on his elbow and realize that thing doesn't do shit. You know what I mean?
Whenever there's an infomercial like that, there's like they pump out the marketing budget all in like 1 month.
Oh, 100%.
That's all you saw was that copper thing from Brett Favre on
copper
TV.
tone or whatever. Yeah,
like a zillion times, and then it was gone, and then that was it.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, modern.
Dude, you know,
I don't know what I hate more though is like modern advertisements or old commercials. Like I don't know about you guys, but every time I fucking watch a single YouTube video, it starts with, "Hi, drop shippers, let's do what you do best." Fucking like, come on! I'm not gonna buy a subscription to Shopify so you can go put that shit back in your cart. All right.
So you're not here for the motivational infomercials.
Dude, honestly, I would rather watch if I could start my day every day with an hour-long infomercial about some random product and then not have a single ad for the rest of my day, I'd love that. I would absolutely love it. Fuck that.
That's a great concept.
Would you rather?
What if you popped your phone open in the morning and you just got like a half-hour ad? And if you grinded through that ad, you didn't have any ads for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's if everything was owned by Apple, though. You know what I mean? That's if YouTube was owned by like that. If everything on your phone was owned by your phone,
right?
Otherwise, it'd be impossible. But in theory, sorry, I'm sorry for cutting this down. I'm into it. Show me a fucking half-hour ad when I'm taking a shit, shower, shave in the morning, and I'll roast. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm down.
Okay,
I've been really into lately in the morning. Like I'm a pod guy, of course. Mm-hmm. Here we are. But lately, I've been watching this one dude talk about like different social constructs. This morning, watched an absolutely riveting one about fascism. Wild. Just had to put that out there.
What even is that?
Like a fascist is like Nazi Germany or like World War I Italy with Mussolini. They were just like
some culty shit.
They were like, if we can all get behind our nation, everything will be all right. It's like blood and mud is like the thing.
Yes.
It's like we're all blood and we're all from the same place, so fuck everybody else.
I love that
shit. Pretty much.
So I'm rewatching. I'm rewatching Lost right now, and the famous group in Lost is the Dharma Initiative. They're all living on the island. They're brainwashed. The fascists. Now I know.
Yeah. Shit's scary though. People like every time it's gotten brought up in history, people take it to some ridiculous extreme, and they're like, "This is what it was supposed to be last time," and then they all go to jail.
I was thinking about that today. It was actually while I was watching Lost because they were. It was like something about war, and I was thinking about like because when we went to Iraq, we weren't fighting the Iraqis, we were fighting the Taliban, and like how does the Taliban get started? That's what I wonder. Because like
a couple crazy people, man.
That's what I mean. Like, is it the same kind of people that were like, we're gonna kidnap the governor here in Michigan? Like, is it just a few crazy people like that start an organization like that? That's fucking insane.
The cream rises to the top, and I don't mean that in a good way. If you got one crazy person, he can take over a whole bus full of normal people very quickly. You know what I mean? Like, well, dude, if you're crazy enough,
especially in another country.
Oh yeah.
Like in places where they don't care as much as they do here. Yeah. It's probably like it would be fairly easy to get a couple hundred people together thinking the same way you think.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I think probably too in other countries there's a lot more circumstances where there's like it's been like one leader and that's kind of it. Like there's no real like democracy where like I don't know, even if you don't like Trump or you don't like Biden here, like you find leaders in other places, like fucking, you could even point to like sports teams and things like that, like people you look up to. I feel like in other countries, sometimes it's forced upon you to maybe look one way, so you want to join something else just to not be a part of that one thing because everybody's a part of that, you know?
Right, like some sort of reverse confirmation bias.
Right.
Like you hate something so much that you're willing to agree with anybody who disagrees with that.
Yeah, I think that could be, I don't know, some part of like the mentality behind it when crazy shit like that starts. So people, I mean, Mike brought up a good point because people followed fucking Charles Manson too.
Yeah, I mean,
they just listen to that guy for some reason. Who knows why?
Yeah, I mean, if you're demonstrative enough and like willing to be crazy, you will catch a following. I'm sorry, like it's fucking sad, but it is what it is, man. If you wanna,
well, look at fucking Andrew Tate's dumbass, bro. I mean, 90% of the shit he says, like if you looked up an Andrew Tate highlight reel video, most of it would just be the same exact thing being said over and over.
Oh, he's horrible.
Because he just like milks the weird. I don't even know what to call the people that are into him. He just like fucking jerks them off.
Yeah.
By saying the same shit over and over again, and they're like, "Oh, that's so edgy." Like, thank God he's saying it because I was just about to.
Right.
You know,
he's not a misogynist. He's right.
Yeah, you guys are all wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just to be on that side. Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not pro Andrew Tate, but I do think other than him being a pile of shit, I do think that he got a real bad rap right off the rip. I'm just saying.
There's our title.
And I'm not trying
Mike loves Andrew Tate.
I'm not trying to defend him.
That's a rough title
because he's a pile, but yeah, I don't enjoy the whole cult thing that was fucking surrounded him as a whole. But I don't think that he
stick to kickboxing, right? Stick to kickboxing.
Well, yeah, and also it's just like, well, I mean, people. The thing is, it's not his fault. People are dumb. That's another thing too. Is that there's so many.
Yeah.
The people that are dumb enough to start following this guy and paying him is insane to me. Like, granted, yeah, he might say some shit that you're kind of like, oh yeah, maybe, I've lost some of my, being a man. Like, oh, you could kind of agree with some of it, but it's like, well, then when you realize he goes too far and he like rapes people and human traffics people, you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't fuck with this guy anymore. Like, you can have opinions and be like, that guy still sucks. So you're like, I don't know. It's insane. I just think that guy is an odd fella, and I think he's imprisoned, so that's good, right?
I think it's crazy. I was just gonna say about his prison thing. I think it's wild that like in Romania they can just fucking do whatever they want.
Oh,
like,
100%.
They just can frame him for whatever and be like, well, until we figure this out, you're in prison.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And like the rules out there are like it's fucked. Everyone's like, there's people like, well, he didn't do anything, or like, oh, and the rules are different there. It's like, well, dude, no. You don't get to just do what you do. Fuck out of here. You don't get to human traffic people and assault and this and that and like, nah.
Right. It's like, nope, I just crossed the border. This is allowed.
No, son. You're not it, dog. You're not that guy, pal.
I mean, the farther you move east, I think you just kind of see shit like that where there's just if you get got over there, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's fucked up. I mean, we've all seen fucking Taken, whatever it's called.
Hell yeah, dude. Ask Brittany Grind, dog. She was just over there with the joint. Got taken down.
What a stupid bitch, dude. Oh, what a dumb asshole she is, man.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Come on.
Have you guys pivot? Because
Jeremy Pivot.
This thing's been bothering me too. Dana White just jumped in on these assholes. The slap face guys. Yeah, I know that you guys have seen this. These are literally the competitions where two guys will stand in front of each other and slap the shit out of each other until, like,
dude,
they're okay.
I'm not a fan. It's too much. It's like kind of gruesome, honestly. It's like worse than fucking Ultimate Fighting, honestly.
It is, because like if they were just, if in UFC they were just standing there and it was like, all right, take a free shot at me,
Yeah,
and like they just got to knock each other out every time. It'd be so stupid.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Did you
see that one the other day where the guy's face was like a balloon, literally? And
Yeah.
they kept letting him get hit. I'm like, dude, this guy is gonna die like right in front of us. Like,
Can you
I'm not a
switch
fan.
sides?
I don't think so. I think it's like
so.
you
I think
hold.
it's dominant hand, whatever.
Yeah, I think you're like
whatever
locked in. And it's like,
Yeah, actually, yeah, because if you switch sides, they would have to change hands, and they wouldn't.
unless they
That
turned
shit.
you around. Just turn me around for this one. I don't even want to see it coming.
I do think that like some of that shit is entertaining. Like, have you ever seen the ones where they box in the phone booth?
Yeah, that's electric.
Dude, that shit's fucking funny.
But there's skill involved there because they can both defend each other.
Exactly.
Like,
well, that's why I think I actually I get entertained by that, because you're like, oh, you're not just knocking each other out, like. But dude, that shit is funny, man.
Dude, it's how quickly their arms get pumping. Have you seen this, Jack? They're literally in the red phone booth. For anybody that's listening that hasn't seen it, they're in a red, like, picture a phone booth in
Superman,
in Great Britain, or Superman, like that. Yeah, just a red phone booth. These guys, they jump in with both have boxing gloves on, and they can't be more than like. I mean,
6 inches apart.
Their faces are 6 inches apart. Yeah, so, like they're literally picture somebody running in place. That's their fists,
dude. And they fuck each other up. So I mean, granted, getting hit that many times in a certain like that quickly, but like, dude, they fucked each other up. Oh my god! And then you just see one go limp. Doesn't even fall all the way to the ground because there's not enough room. He just goes limp into the back of it.
Dude, a knockout's cool, but I imagine like when both guys just grind it out for a round and then get to walk out of the phone booth together, that's probably pretty sick. Just bloodied up, like, and just both raising their hands.
I wonder if there's rounds, or if it's like just beat the fuck out of each other till one of them falls. Because like,
how do you judge that?
That's what I'm saying. Until one of them is limp, it's like this is the winner. Because I feel like, how else would you?
Dude. What kind of an asshole do you have to feel like if you're the judge in a phone booth boxing competition?
I would just be laughing the whole time. I'd be like, that's good stuff right there.
That's great form.
Have you ever seen the ones where they're strapped to a table that's about, I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet, and then the first round they're like strapped in like they're chained to the table, handcuffs to the table. The first round they both have both their hands, and they could beat each other up, and you can like, it's like rock'em sock'em robots kind of. And then the second round they have to handcuff their left hands together, and they can just go one-handed. And then the next round, the last round, they have to do it the opposite. There's just the other hand. And dude, it's so funny because they're like jumping across the table and like trying to. It's so fucking funny, man. That one is actually entertaining too, because once again, you can kind of defend yourself. So it's like.
Is this is this an Asia one again? Like
no, it was.
I'm pretty sure those guys in the phone booth boxing were from Asia, but I could see this shit happening in like Scotland or something.
It was definitely not Asian completely, but it was. Yeah, I think the ones I saw, I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok. It was like a whole league, so it was all people. It was fucking funny. Definitely was all in some sort of Russian type language, so it was that general area.
Is there an opposite of the phone booth fight? Like, imagine instead of like a UFC ring, it's like a
football field
stadium.
You get like you get AT&T Stadium where you just get the field.
Yeah, and you each start on opposite sides. Yeah, and if you're getting your ass kicked, you can just jog the joint and tire this dude out.
That'd be kind of hype, low key. Kind of hype.
It would just take so damn long. That's all.
It's hide and seek, but the loser gets their ass kicked.
It'd be like a Hunger Games situation.
Yeah, it would be a Hunger Games situation. I'm surprised that hasn't been recreated yet.
It's called paintballing. I know. I'm reaching.
That's like Hunger Games for virgins.
I mean, yeah, because they don't want murder. What the fuck?
I'd watch. I would tune in.
Just pretty fair.
But yeah, I think a Hunger Games style like reality TV show, but like but it was like an athletic, like where there was actual fighting and like combat sport, I think would work. Having like some sort of non-lethal weapons and like also beat the fuck out of each other.
Mm-hmm. There's enough professionals out there, I think, that would
That's what I'm
be
saying.
interested in doing something like this, especially if the payday was good enough. Uncle
I was
Dana
gonna
could
say
do
if
something
the
like
prize
that.
is big.
Well, Uncle Dana ain't gonna pay you very well, but you can go to the thing if you want.
Well, Uncle
12
Dana
grand per
is.
fight.
I feel like everyone is kind of off the Uncle Dana train right now after he slapped his wife.
Yeah, it's tough.
What?
It's tough.
You didn't see that?
No.
I think it was like New Year's or something, or like a little bit after New Year's, and
they were
in some club, and his wife smacked him, and he fucking smacked her back hard.
Some would say too hard.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It was a bit much. Yeah.
It was a very tough look.
I'm all for equal rights, equal fights, but
I mean,
when you're Dana White, you got a pretty strong fucking hand.
Yeah, I guess supposedly she was being a fucking cuck, but also that doesn't matter.
No,
all you Andrew Tate stands are gonna be like, "Well, she hit
him
first."
That's every Andrew Tate stand is all over it, like praising Dana White for that.
Don't be hitting people if you don't want to get hit back, dude.
Hey man,
yeah,
she hit him first, man. I saw the video.
Yeah, bro.
The Andrew Tate people would be like, "Did you see that baby look at me weird? I'm gonna go fuck him up." That's where they're at.
Guy drives a Tesla, fucking beat his ass
in front of me.
Don't you ever hit another man if you don't want to get beat up by another man that's not your man while you're a woman. Well, beat your ass. Oh, fuck. Speaking of Teslas, not really. I saw a person the other day. I was driving home from work, and this guy was in a Fiat, which those cars are tiny, right? Little mini car. This dude was in a Fiat with.
Wait, those aren't that's not the toaster, right? Is a Fiat the toaster?
No, a Fiat is definitely a toaster. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's a bad car.
It's a bad car, right? And this dude had his foot up on the dashboard, like to his left foot up, like he just had no cares in the world. I looked at this guy and I was like, man, dude, that guy is just living the fucking life. And for some reason, it made me just like miss summer, and I want summer back, guys. It was
nice here today,
dude. The sun has been coming out the last couple of days for the first time in a week, and I'm like,
yeah,
I need a beach. I need a hot weather. I need something, dude. Like,
dude, I got real embarrassed on the way home. Speaking of driving and seeing people, I have really weird road rage where it's a switch. Like it goes on as fast as it turns back off. And sometimes it's embarrassing because I don't even think about it, and then I'm calling somebody names that I've never even called anybody in my entire life. But today,
you splooge machine! What the fuck did I just say? What the fuck did I just say?
But yeah, I was getting off the highway, and this ignorant prick is trying to turn left, okay? But the light turned red before he could squeeze all the way into the lane. Like the left guys were wrapping into my way. Like I was trying to go straight, and this bitch is just parked in the middle of the fucking. So I am just livid. I had nowhere to be. I was just on my way home from work, but I am just letting this chick fucking have it. I mean, I rolled down my window. I got my arm out the fucking joint. I'm flipping her off, calling her shit. And I look.
You splooge machine!
Exactly. And I look to the right of me, and this dude's sitting in like a Kia Soul or some shit, and his eyes are huge. He's like looking at me. I was like,
thinks you're gonna. He's like, here we go, Dana White 2.0.
Yeah, this way, dude.
Shit out of this bitch.
Right?
I'm not your wife.
You do you, buddy.
Yeah, you do you. Just don't fuck me up.
Yeah. So
He just Jack turn and goes, "You're next, buddy."
you fucking look at me.
I like unbuckle and start going at him.
Yeah.
Dude. Jack's got the Andrew Tate podcast blasting in the car.
Yeah. He just got the sound of Dana White smacking his fucking wife on repeat. Just pop, pop,
just getting riled up on the way home from work.
Oh my god.
You guys never pop the foot up? You never pop the left foot up when you're driving?
I never pop the left foot up now.
What?
I know you do.
I'll put it on the seat some days. Like have my knee up here.
I'll do that also. Yeah, I do
on
that
the
also.
Seat? Like
but
this?
I can't do that anymore. Since I fucking tore my shit, I can't really do that. But I used to do that also. I'm a fan.
That's
putting it up. It's just like I feel like you just when you put it up, it's like for one, if you get into an accident, two, if you have to stop hard, three, I don't know. I just feel like you're in such a vulnerable position. So you got an angry wife in the passenger seat. She smacks you in the head. We're all dying at that point. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, one, I'm not getting into an accident, Mike. Let's get real.
No, I know. Fair enough. I'll give you that. You're a good driver. I always feel safe when we're watching fucking the dozen videos while we're driving 4 hours to a fucking camping trip. We'll be watching YouTube videos on the way going 80.
That's the best way to kill time. If you're not doing that, yeah, pop on no free ads, but the Barstool Trivia the dozen is great for drives. But yeah, dude, I always pop the left foot up. Almost every time I drive, I think.
Where do you put it? Where are you putting your fucking foot? I don't understand.
Like so right by the vent.
You know, on the left, yeah, there's the vent, and then under it, there's like the area where you can adjust your lights.
Yeah.
So in between the vent and the lights, if you have a good slot there,
and that's
pop your Nike right up there.
All your cars have had a good slot. You just got a new car. Is this what you formed your decision around?
Almost exclusively, yes. When I walked into the car, I was like, this is what I want. I popped my left foot up. He said, sir, what are you doing? I said, this is my process. I'll take the car. You don't need to know why. Yeah,
I don't know.
Comfy.
I guess if you have the right car, I feel like my car is just not made for that, but
you act like you need a limo, dude. We're all 5'7". You just pop the foot up.
I couldn't even do that right now if I wanted to. I couldn't even do that right now. Fuck that, dude. Especially while driving. My other leg won't be able to reach the pedal then, dude.
You used to be flexible. When I first met you were flexible.
I am still flexible. I'm just in an awkward position, which is the same spot when I'm driving. Seated.
Why do you know how flexible Mike was when you first met?
Yeah, that checks out. That sounds weird, but when Mike and I used to hang out, like when we first met, it was almost exclusively doing athletic things. Like we were either playing basketball, playing hockey, like we fucking played baseball. We've done everything. So
yeah,
like
playing beer pong.
I used to see Mike moving and agile all the time. Now every time I see him, he's fucking sitting down. What do you? It's because
for one, I'm on the other side of the screen from you. Two, I've been injured for fucking 2 years in a row. Just wait, bro. Come back 2023, dude. You're fucked. Just wait. Next time I see you,
I come back 2023 too.
Dude, I'm just going to pick you up next time I come to Detroit. I'm just going to pick you up, take you to the nearest park, and be like, sit down and watch me ball up right now by myself. I'm just going to do layup lines and just show you that I still got it.
You're going to do the weave drill by yourself?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm going to be fucking out here. Don't be talking shit about my athleticism and my flexibility. I still got it. I just have been a little bit under the not good lately.
Dude, going to PT is like making me feel like an athlete again.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Because they got you working like I'm doing like the side steps with bands and shit, like shit that you would only do like in an organized workout that you wouldn't do on your own if you're working out. Mm-hmm. Fun shit.
Yeah, I mean, just wait till they get like the ladder out and shit. We have to like fucking step through the ladder and do the like those things too. Like, I hadn't done that in so long. When they threw that ladder out and she was like, "I need you to do this," and it was like a simple like 1-2 in, 1-2 out. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can't do this, and then I figured it out. And I was like, oh, I'm not a fucking idiot. I was able to get it done, but that PT they start making you jump and shit. Have they made you jump? Are they gonna make you jump?
They are not yet. I don't have the boot off yet. I get the boot off in 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay,
she's
okay.
like, "Yeah, we want you to start doing some crazy shit," which sounds insane to me right now because I feel like I can't even take like a good step yet. She's like, "You're gonna be jumping in 2 weeks." Like, you're fucking crazy.
I mean, they're not gonna have you dunking in 2 weeks. You're gonna be taking bunny hops that are this fucking big, dude.
That's still crazy.
No, yeah,
Still
definitely,
crazy.
definitely is crazy.
But yeah, by August, like the time Lions training camp rolls around, if I'm hitting ladders good, you bet your sweet ass I'll be out there in Allen Park.
Is that the park closest to your place?
Huh?
Is that the park closest to your place?
Oh no, that's Allen Park's where the Lions training camp is held. I will be there in uniform.
He's gonna be
Ladder
you're trying to
ready to
do
go.
the you got the Invincible Detroit fucking episode. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that Marky Mark movie for the Eagles? I'm trying to do it for the Lions.
I'm trying to be Bob Papali.
Oh man.
He's gonna be like, "All right, line up for this Oklahoma drill." I'm gonna be like, "I'm just doing the ladders, dog. Like, if you can't evaluate me off the ladders, then I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't out here to hit people."
yeah. You see this first step, dude? If you can't tell off this first step, then you're not a good scout.
I'm your guy. Like, look at these ladders. I'm your guy.
Shit. Give me a 3-inch box. I'll jump on it right now.
Dude, yeah. If I'm having to do like the real box jumps, those 2-footers.
Oh, I doubt they'll have you do that.
Those are a nightmare for us short folk.
They had me.
Oh,
They had me jump over like it was like 1 foot, like they're like it's like the ladders, but they're like I don't know, whatever. But I had to jump over these, and then they were like a foot, and like in the beginning, I was like, fuck, it's difficult, and they made you a one-legged. I was like, dude, one-legged. Do you say legged or legged? One-legged.
I'd say legged.
Put one-legged into your pant.
Well, you don't put one-legged into your pant either. Oh, because the pants.
One-legged right into your pant.
Mike, how's your knee feeling anyways? Injury update on Mike.
Sometimes it feels a little tiny bit unstable, but overall it's good. It'll flare up a little bit here and there, but in terms of like, I've turned my ankle at work like 10 times to even more since I've been done, and I don't feel anything in the knee. So
that's good.
It's definitely still my leg isn't as strong as my right leg, but it's good though, man. I sprinted for the first time this year.
Good
like
shit.
Full on, like I was working out and I was jogging on the treadmill, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sprint for like 20-30 seconds, see how I do. And I got that bitch up pretty, and I was fucking rip roaring. Oh yeah, I was like, okay, and I felt zero pain.
Your dad probably was wondering what the fuck's it. Hey, Michael, what the fuck's going on over there?
Yeah, whoa, you okay? Like, yeah, dude, I'm just trying to run. Yeah. Yeah. That shit is obnoxiously loud. Treadmills are the fucking worst, I will admit, but they're necessary.
When's the Tesla treadmill coming out? The treadmill that doesn't make a noise.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great. Well, I mean, don't they have those like banana shaped ones? Do those things make noises?
It's probably not as harsh of a noise, right? If you're not stomping down directly onto something. If you're like going with the grade, it might be a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's a rich people thing, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta have paper for that.
Maybe
I
not
would
even.
love to try one of those, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be electric. I feel like you either have to be in rehab or a rich person to be using.
Or you got to be in like a pro sports facility. I feel like you don't.
Right.
They don't have those at the ATI around the corner either. You know, you got to go to like.
No.
Yeah, you got to be in.
They ain't at Planet Fitness.
Nah.
Dude, the last time I went running, for some reason, I went on a run with my mom.
Hey, you tore your shit.
And
yeah,
I tore my shit.
Yeah,
and I haven't ran at all since. So here we go.
Well, that was
my knee feels all right though.
That was our last injury update.
Yep.
And you're doing better now.
I am doing better. I have not tested it at all though. I sit in my office chair all day, and then I come home and sit in my office chair at home.
Yeah, but that was before you moved to Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you went through a whole move with your knee. I mean, that's pretty
But
taxing.
that was like at the end of summer though, like right when you hurt your knee, and that's like right when golf kind of starts winding down, right when you kind of can't play disc golf as much. It's like,
dude,
it's
and
a good
that was the
excuse
hardest
now.
part. Was for like 2 weeks I couldn't do shit. Like I could not even think about moving my knee.
Yeah, imagine needing surgery and
I'm not
confirmed
preaching to the right
torn.
choir.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
That's all right.
Dude, you know what you do though? I'm telling you, when we were at Shipper's bachelor party and I ate those mushrooms, bro, I was walking up and down that big ass flight of stairs. I felt like I could run down those things. I felt like there was no tear in my knee. I was like, dude, I'm good, bro. I'm just gonna eat mushrooms every day. And I mean,
that's why shrooms are gonna get legalized pretty soon.
No joke,
like
man.
You guys, speaking of shrooms, have you seen that mud water stuff that came out recently?
No, what's that?
You haven't, Bob?
No, educate
It's
me.
like coffee, but there's
made out of
like
mushrooms
shrooms in it.
It's not. Yeah. It's not. Let's clarify this. It's not like psilocybin though. It's not shroomies.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's just mushroom based. It's a mushroom based alternative to coffee.
Oh,
Mudwater does not actually have mushrooms in it like that. It's just mushrooms that they have. Because I guess, dude, they're coming out with, like all these other things. You ever hear like that Lions fucking mane? And there's a lot of mushroom based things that are coming out to substitute things like caffeine and painkillers and all that shit. And I think there are like actual shroomies that are supposed to be super helpful too. Like you can buy fucking mushroom chocolates at the fucking gas station now here in Illinois. Like I can go buy literal
really
psychedelic mushroom chocolate bars at certain fucking gas stations.
So they are legalizing them places. Didn't they legalize like microdosing shrooms in Colorado or something like that? I thought that they legalized it in a state somewhere.
They just decriminalized it.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was. Decriminalized.
I don't know. It was like Washington or something weird, some weird state.
Well, I may have been. I think it might have been Washington State. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Seattle or Washington State because I remember them saying Seattle was just the wild, wild west because they're just legalizing everything out there.
Well, dude, I always used to think Seattle like nothing went on, but lately for some reason, like through Reddit and whatever videos and shit I watch, Seattle sucks, dude. Every way, shape, and form. Seattle sucks. There's a bunch of crime. The weather's always terrible. I mean, what are you doing, Seattle?
Dude,
let's turn it up a little bit.
Evan lived there for like not very long, like a couple months, or maybe not even that long. But and he said the same thing, that it's just not that great. The homeless problem there is horrible, from what I've heard, from what Evan said.
Oh, I'm sure.
So yeah, I mean, dude, I can't remember, or actually I was visiting Evan in Reno, and I had a connecting flight in Seattle, and I flew over. I was like, holy shit, this place is kind of a fucking dump. The sad part is that like when you're like the city itself could be so cool because it's surrounded by water, like the ocean is pretty close, like, and there's mountains everywhere. Like it's kind of fucking beautiful. It's just unfortunate that it's raining all the time. Like it's super just gloomy there. Like if the sun was out there, the mountains and everything, and it'd be beautiful, but they don't have they just don't get that sun and shit like Oregon gets or Cali gets. Like,
yeah, well, you can't have it all, it would be the perfect place, I feel like, because and I think their metro area is supposed to be like in theory pretty, right? Like with the needle and all that shit too. So it's like you have like the terrain, and then you have the metro area supposed to be good looking too, but then it's just a bunch of shit weather and shit people that kind of make it all look shitty.
Yeah,
and so it's like can't have your cake and eat it too. Yeah,
you'd think Microsoft would have that place fucking like all chrome by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just start throwing SpaghettiO cans on the floor. Microsoft goes up 3 points. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Microsoft goes up 3 points.
Fuck
Sorry, Seattle. We didn't mean to shit. Yeah, actually, fuck
I was
Seattle.
just
we did. We did mean to. We did mean to shit on you.
Until they bring the Supersonics back, we're shitting on Seattle. Okay.
Ooh, I agree. They're doing a good thing with the Kraken.
Yeah, 100%.
They fill the barn out there in Seattle. That's one thing that we can't say that they don't fill the barn, because whether it was the Sonics or the Kraken, they fill the barn.
And there's that Kraken team is just a fucking pile of misfits, and they're playing good as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're solid as hell.
New teams in the NHL always play off their ass.
Yeah, but dude, the
remember
Kraken.
the Knights first season?
Well, yeah, they've just been a wagon since they've
It
come in.
didn't
But
used to be like that though.
But dude, the Kraken were the worst team in the league last year. I'm pretty sure, or at least like the bottom 3.
They're up
And
there, yeah.
So like, I mean, like the Vikings. What are they? The first one. The Vegas team.
The
Yeah,
Golden
the Knights.
Knights.
Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Man, I just fell asleep for a second. They were good from the rip, and they have not stopped being good. Like, the Kraken have made a fucking full 360, man.
Mm-hmm. Who was the last new team before the Golden Knights?
Well, didn't the Thrashers turn into somebody? The Jets or something?
The Thrashers did turn into the Jets.
It might have been Winnipeg.
So the Jets came back. I think the first technically new team since, like, because the Jets kind of came back.
Yeah, the Jets. Yeah,
I think it was the Hurricanes.
No,
really,
can't be that long ago,
dude. I think it was. I think it was like 2000, maybe 02. No, because the Wings played them in 02. In the Stanley Cup.
I'm pretty sure that I'll say they won a Stanley Cup.
They won in 06.
That range. Yeah.
But dude, it couldn't have been like into the 90s that the Canes were around, because the Whalers were around in the 90s, and that's who they came from. The Hartford Whalers and now the Canes.
Oh,
yeah, but the Hartford
jerseys are in jail.
That's another thing though, where it's like that team. It wasn't an expansion team though; it was a buyout. That's the same thing with the Thrashers and the Jets. Like the Thrashers went to Winnipeg and became the Jets.
That's true. So you're saying just expansion teams were there?
Yeah, like when was the last time we had an expansion team? It has to have been a while. I don't fucking know.
No, it could be.
Well, so the Canes. Well, in theory, what you're saying though, the Canes could be the team previous to that. That was a, a change. So you might be right. Well, that might be a good trivia question, dude.
That's a great trivia question. And then the Avs too. The Avs are the Nordiques, and then they became the Avs like the late 90s.
Calm down with your Nordique. Fucking, it's a Nordic, bro. Nordic and Norvagina. All right.
Nordiques. The Quebec Nordiques.
Quebec Nordiques.
When's the last time? Now I'm thinking about it. When the fuck was the last time there was a new NFL team introduced? Or is that a dumb question?
The Browns and the Ravens. So when the right or the Texans? No, the Texans. The Texans. But before that, I think it was the Browns and the Ravens. Somewhere around like 98, 99. They were like the same team, and then the Browns ventured out and became their own franchise.
No way.
I'm pretty sure it was like every couple years they went from the Browns to the Ravens or some shit, right?
Well, Baltimore used to have a team. They used to, like, the Colts used to play in Baltimore. It was the Baltimore Colts, and they went to Indy, and then Baltimore didn't have a team. They're like, we still want a fucking team, and the Ravens happened.
That's
nuts. They got Ray Lewis, and then they shit down our throats for 2 decades. All right, so while we're talking about sports, I heard this on the radio today, and it bothered the shit out of me because I know that it's going to happen, and they were talking about it like it was going to happen too. They're talking about moving championship weekend, like AFC, NFC championships, to a neutral site, which is fucking crazy. And I know what's going to happen the second the NFC championship is in Atlanta, the Lions are going to make it, and we're not going to get a home game NFC championship. And it's going to be fucked. And I'm going to be pissed because I'm not flying to Atlanta where nobody else cares. I just don't understand how you can make your fans travel like that. Like, what if they win? Then they got to travel to the Super Bowl too? Like,
no, yeah, I agree with that. Is like the for one, I think it's dumb as fuck. Also, just to throw my opinion out there, but I also think it's crazy too because it's like, for one, it's gonna be a money making thing, right? Oh, you want to put it here, or a big market or whatever.
That's all it is. Yeah, putting it in the big market. But
the thing is that it's silly because it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna sell a lot of the tickets, but like, you're not gonna get the like. It's a guaranteed sellout of a stadium when you have it at a home field, and it's like that's like I don't know. I don't. Be better. Your team needs to be better, or else you have to go travel to see your team play in the playoffs. Like that. it depreciates the value of the regular season, I think, because once you clinch a fucking playoff spot, especially in the fucking the North, right? Like this year, the Vikings started off so hot, right?
Yeah.
They pretty much clinched up the fucking North. I mean,
Right.
week 12 or whatever it was, like it was the Lions had a fighting chance, but I mean, it was pretty much locked up week 12 ish, if
Right.
not a little bit further on. So it's like they can pretty much sit their guys the whole time because they know they're not getting the 1 seed. So it's like, fuck it. You're going to go play your one fucking home game. Then you're going to play a away game. Then you're going to play a neutral site if you were to go all the way. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that at all. It's like, this isn't college, dude. This ain't college.
No, that's what they were saying on the radio too. This isn't the fucking Bahamas Bowl. Like, this game actually means a lot. And to have it at home means everything, not only to the fans, who I think you're taking the most away from here, but the players too. Like, the players don't want to travel for a game that they should be playing and fought like hell, like you said, to play at home. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like,
it's
you're
a
playing.
privilege.
Yeah, exactly. You're putting yourself in front of your home crowd to give yourself the advantage. Where it's like, there's always going to be an advantage wherever you go. Like, so say the Lions were in the NFC Championship game against Tampa Bay. Where are they going to play that at?
Right, they're playing it in Miami.
They're playing it in Miami. Guess who
100%
has
of
the
the time.
advantage? Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like they're not coming to play in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go play Chicago where then Detroit has the advantage, or Minnesota. Like, there's always an advantage either way. You might as well give it to the team that was better in the regular season and make it worth something. Like,
that's 100%.
Here's a good one.
Oh, go ahead, Jack.
Since 2010, home teams in the conference championship in the NFL have won 57% of the time. So if you're at home, you have better odds to win, but that's not as much of a favoring as I would have thought it would have been.
No, but that, when you break it down though, that's a lot still. I mean,
yeah, but even if you want to argue the other way on it, like if they're like, oh, we want to create a better competitive landscape and move it to a neutral field, it's pretty fucking competitively even right now. If it's only 57% of winners are home.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's like some some Houston Astros shit where they can like confirm that it's some sort of sketch going on. Like, didn't the Eagles, like, didn't the Giants fucking hotel like not have water or some shit this past week?
Yeah, they do shit like that all the time. Like in Iowa, the away locker room is all pink. Like, when you go play Iowa Hawkeyes in football, the locker room is all pink. Like, if you're trying to like hurt the other team,
but I'm saying,
fine.
Or it's like, if like maybe there's that going on where like, oh, there's like genuine cheating going on that they're trying to avoid, then but I don't think that that's the case. I could be very wrong, but I don't know. It's like,
that's not the case, dude.
It's like when they put like a Big Ten like referee crew on like an SEC game. And it's like, what the fuck does that matter? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck does that do? It doesn't do shit. Like, I don't think it's right. I hope they don't do that. You think it's confirmed or what?
No, I don't think. I mean, it's right now. It's just the rumor mill, but I bet you that they're pissed that the Bengals got it done, because that Kansas City and Buffalo game would have been in Atlanta. They would have got a free test for it. They're fucking licking their chops. NFL was seeing dollar signs when that game was about to happen.
But like, okay, no, but hold on. My thing is, if that game is in Atlanta, who the fuck gets the revenue? The stadium gets the revenue, right? It's not like the NFL just is like, hey, Georgia Dome or wherever the fuck they play, take the day off. You know what I mean? They still got to staff it. They still got to have all the vendors. They still got to have everything there, light the place, heat the place. Why? It's not like the NFL is going to, I mean, ratings maybe, but what the fuck? The ratings aren't going to change. We're like, where does the NFL dip their toes and take the money from? I'm confused.
I think the NFL almost gets all the money at a neutral site game. I don't know. I mean, they wouldn't get all the money. Obviously, the teams would get some. But when you're the home team, like we talked about this in our my sports econ class at Grand Valley.
Okay.
And then in the NFL, they do rev sharing, and the thing that the NFL teams get, I believe, is just ticket sales and maybe concessions. But it's really just like they only get a couple things from everything that happens in the stadium, right? Everything else goes to the league.
But why
So
would the
if they don't have the ticket sales at home,
but why
they're
does
losing money by playing in a
why
neutral
does
site.
why does the NFL get to take ticket sales at a place that has a I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like if you're gonna go play in like a baseball stadium, all right.
Yeah.
But like I don't understand how that works.
I don't know the logistics of how it would work, but I have a feeling that the teams, not that the owners of these NFL teams need any more money, but I have a feeling the teams would not make as much and the NFL would make more. That's how I assume that it would happen. And the shittiest part is that you brought up too that these games will never be played outdoors. They will never be played in the Midwest. They will never be played in the East. Like all these games are going to be at Jerry World, Miami, Atlanta, LA.
Well, yeah, and
we're
then
not getting a game up here. Like we're just fucking
no, everyone's gonna start building domes. There's they're gonna build a dome in Arlington. They're gonna go. I mean, Detroit's got a dome. At least they have a dome. Minnesota's got a dome.
Yeah, and that's
but,
they still wouldn't play a game in Detroit. No fucking
yeah, but
way.
the thing is though, if like there's a, I guess they would have played the Cincy KC game in Atlanta, but it's like that's stupid. Like that makes no sense. Like put it like honestly, I think Chicago would have been a perfect spot for that game in reality. Because it's like right in the middle, and I would have fucking definitely bought a ticket. But like
we were talking about that too. We would have
where it's like
if that thing was in Detroit, we were going.
Yeah, or I mean, or even Detroit. Detroit would probably even be even better. Just because it was in a dome. But like I don't get. I just don't get it. Like I don't understand why they would do that. And it's like like we were saying, it's like someone's still gonna have the advantage. Like the go hards are gonna travel, and if the further away it is, like I don't know. I think it's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's like making me anxious thinking about it. Not that the Bears are going to be in a fucking championship game anytime soon, but still.
Hey, dude, there is blood in the water in the NFC North.
Yeah,
and the Bears and the Lions are smelling it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what they do best. That's what they do best.
Those other two teams ain't what they used to be.
Turmoil. And the Vikings are just, they're going to be a wild card team for the next 5 years, but they're never going to win a goddamn game. They're horrible. It's so funny.
It's great.
I hate the thought of this though. It's like it's just like it reminds me of college. Like this is dumb. Like fuck that. You're playing for a reason, man.
And that game just means too much.
Yeah,
and
it's like
the NFC Championship. I know, like I hate the Packers, but NFC Championship games in Lambeau Field, like that's a big fucking deal.
Fuck yeah, dude. Especially in the middle of fucking January.
Yeah. The Packers playing in the NFC Championship game in LA, like jump off a building. We're not fucking doing that. That's so stupid.
Well, that's another thing too, where it's like, okay, a team like LA, they're in the NFC, and then so say it's the Rams versus the fucking Eagles. What, you're gonna play in fucking Dallas? Like that's stupid, man.
Oh, that makes me so mad just to think about.
Right?
Mad. I hope that everybody listening is just as irrationally mad as we are, because it's very annoying. I hope it doesn't happen.
Like I get, like the only time I would be like, oh, this is okay, is if it was like, I don't even know, two teams like New York and Philly, where it's like, okay, you can put something close where you're gonna get 50-50 either way, no matter where the fuck you're at with that. Like I don't know.
New York and Pittsburgh play the game in
Philly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the Jets and the Steelers, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. But anything that's not relatively close, and you're just giving one of the teams an advantage either way. So it's like, do they like geographically put the game closer to the fucking higher seed? Like, do they do something like that, where it's like, oh, we're still giving them the advantage, but we're also putting it in a dome instead?
It's a good question.
This is what I think they should do. You have the fucking, I don't think that division winners should automatically get a higher seed than a wild card team.
No, I don't think so either. After what we saw with Tampa.
Well, and just the whole having 7 teams now, it's like, okay, you play for the number 1 seed, you get the bye. That's it. And then the rest, it's a fucking there is got to be one team from each division though. You have to have one team from each division, and then fucking it's just best record has the better seed, man. Simple as that.
Yep.
Suck my dick. You're telling me that the East the East had such a good division in NFC, and had fucking 3 teams make it or whatever, and like the Cowboys have to play San Fran. I don't know, like it's just dumb. Like
yeah, it is dumb. No, I agree. I feel like we hear that every
Actually,
time the playoffs come around, and it's crazy that they haven't changed that yet.
Well, they keep adding teams to it though, where it's like you can't have 7 teams and then like, oh, these 3 wild card teams like
keep all the rules the same.
Yeah, like you exactly like, dude, you have a team. Tampa Bay was fucking 8 and 9 or whatever, and you had fucking two wild card teams that were better than them. Like that's fucking insane. Like you can't.
It's not fair for them to have a home game. It's not fair.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, especially when they don't win fucking more than half their games during the season. I hate that. I hate the thought of this. If that happens, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But I mean, whatever. We'll all learn to love it. It'll be normal.
Hopefully it doesn't happen. Anything else? Anything else, Jack?
Nar.
That's starting to get stuffed up right now, guys. I don't know what's going on.
We got 3 to 6 inches of snowfall coming tomorrow.
What?
So
yeah, that's what she
we're all
said.
about to be stuffed up. Yep, Jack. 3
Story
to 6.
of my life.
What time's that happening at?
Starting in the morning. Yep.
I'm calling into work.
Ours is starting at 1 a.m.
Yeah, you guys are getting hit a little bit early. You guys are gonna be fucked tomorrow in Chicago. It's gonna be a train wreck.
Yeah, drivers. I'll be pulling a jack and fucking going full fucking road rage on people.
Yeah. Well, it's
you splooge machine.
It's Thursday for all you people, so hopefully we survived the winter solstice or whatever storm we're about to get. So hopefully everybody has a good weekend, and we will see you guys back here for episode 54, which will be draft day already again. First pod of February.
We're getting back to first pod of the month.
Yeah, we got it. Okay. We got to keep the schedule. This is just a weird schedule because of the first of the year.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, this is what we do. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I was like, no. All right.
January, weird schedule. We're back to regular scheduled programming in February, so we'll have the draft next week. We love you guys. That's episode 53. Follow us on the social, Fair Enough Pod on Instagram, Fair Enough Pod on YouTube. Go subscribe. We love you guys. Tell a friend, and we will see you next week. Episode 53 is a wrap. Peace.
Peace.